Hi guys, the next service that we're going to be self-hosting is called Plausible. Plausible is the open source and privacy focused analytics. So unlike Google Analytics, you don't actually have to show the pop-up because it is GDPR, CCPA, and PECR compliant. So once we self-host it, you'll get a platform that looks like this, where you can connect your websites. And this is one that I actually use. So you'll be able to add a website and add the snippet to your website, which I will show you how to do. And I'll show you how to do it in a Next.js application. But if you just want to use the script tag, I'll also show you how to do that. Let me show you how to self-host it. We're going to go into Coolify, and in the projects tab, we're going to hit the add button. Call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it plausible-tutorial, or click on the production environment. Then click on add a new resource. And now here, we're not actually going to search for Plausible. And that's because there's some sort of a trademark issue. I'm not sure what exactly it's about. So we're going to click on Docker Compose empty. And then select on the server that you want to self-host it on. And now here, we need a Docker Compose file. So in the Coolify services page, there's actually a file location that we can copy. So copy everything from in here. I'm going to paste it and then hit save. And so now I've already got my URL set up, but if you wanted to, you could change it to something else. I'm going to leave it like this. And if you don't see a URL here, then you're going to need to go into your settings. So click into here and then add the URL. So that's pretty much it. Now we can just hit deploy. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm getting an error here. I'm just going to close this window just to see if everything is still fine. So our main container, it says created, but it says unhealthy. So let's just wait a bit and let's see if everything still deploys. So my service was actually stayed unhealthy. The mail is still saying restarting, and this is still saying created. And I found out that the reason why is because I am on the server architecture ARM64. And as you can see, this does not support it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the Docker Compose file, and I will add that below, and I will paste it right here. So I'll replace everything with this, and I'll provide that in the description of the video. So just hit save. And now I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to hit refresh so I can see the different containers if there are any. And you can see here, it's a couple of new ones. So let's just go ahead and hit deploy. And it will be unhealthy, but that's fine. We'll just wait for the main service to be healthy, and we will visit that URL. So our container has started. I'm going to close this window and just wait for it to be healthy, or actually it will say unhealthy. That's fine. Just ignore that. It's expecting the mail to be healthy here, but because there's no ARM64 image, then it will never be healthy. So that's fine. It still works. So we're just going to visit this URL. I would say the best solution here, if you want everything to be healthy, is use a server with the architecture AMD64 if you can. So with that, let's visit the URL. So now we're going to go through the onboarding journey. Just fill in the details for your admin account, add a password, hit create account, and now you're going to add your first website. I'm not actually going to add the website here, but I will add my URL so you can see how to set it up. So hit add snippet when you're done. So that took some time, but we're on the fourth step now, and this is the step where you actually integrate with Plausible. So if you have a simple website, all you have to do is just copy this script tag into the head portion of your website, and then you'll be done. But before you do that, just configure what it is that you actually need. So if you needed custom events, custom properties, let's say you want also events on 404 errors, and you want to track outbound links, then you do that, and then your snippet is going to update, and you can then copy that. So if you had a Next.js application, what you would do is instead download a package called Next Plausible into your project. And so then you would use a Plausible provider that you would import like this, and then you would wrap it around the body tag. Basically put it at the top level of your app, where whatever that might be. And then it also comes with a use Plausible hook that provides the track function that I have then extracted and used as Use Analytics. And the only reason I did this is so that if I wanted to change Use Plausible in the future, I wouldn't have to change the API. So you can ignore that. You can use Plausible, the hook, directly in your components. And so one more thing about the Plausible provider. You saw earlier how we had customized the script tag. So you can do that within the Plausible provider component here, where you can set if you want manual page views, your custom domain, and if you want to track outbound links, etc. So that's pretty much it. Once you have this set up, and make sure that the protocol is the same as the one that you are setting up on your self-hosted instance. And so once that's done, then you'll be able to go to the next step here, which is start collecting data. And you'll be able to actually see, once you visit the website, you'll be able to see your first page view. So that's going to be it for this video. We've successfully self-hosted Plausible. And there was an issue with the ARM64 architecture, which we worked around. But if you have the AMD64 architecture, you shouldn't have any issues. So that's going to be it. You now have your private self-hosted analytics platform. I will see you in the next video.